The rumor circulating is Meghan has been barred from attending by over 300 vets, who expressed their disapproval to a visibly disturbed Harry. To put things in perspective, Vancouver is currently hosting the most recent Invictus Games. Although Harry was scheduled to appear this week as a patron to support the participants, tensions have been building behind the scenes between the organizers and the Sussex camp. According to a number of publications, more than 300 seasoned athletes and staff members signed an open letter addressed to Harry threatening to boycott the remainder of the event should the Duchess of Distraction Meghan appear to overshadow the true goal of uplifting wounded servicemen. Witnesses state that after reading Mrs. Caustic's accusation that Meghan was paying attention, Harry turned as pale as a ghost. They made it plain that her presence threatens to undermine the integrity of all they've worked so hard for. But they also stated that her actions and disruption of an event meant honoring sacrifice rather than pampering egos. After past incidents with Meghan at Games events, such as pushing photographers who were solely interested in Harry, it appears that this was the last straw. Harry reportedly asked organizers for help in a panic, fearing this revolt could destroy years of his hard work building Invictus if not addressed properly, but the vets made it an ambiguous no. Meghan allowed without risk of a massive boycott, so it looks like for the first time Harry may have to go solo and keep his wife sidelined if he wants the show to go on. But sources say when organizers announced Meghan would be making appearances alongside Harry as a special guest, the veteran community was far from happy. That's when a group representing over 300 former servicemen and women decided to take a stand, pinning a scathing open letter directly to Harry stating they refused to compete with Meghan Nurse publicly, supporting you after her disrespect towards the royal family. Ouch. The letter, which has since gone viral, accused Meghan of throwing the royal family under the bus with her endless Oprah-style interviews dredging up old private drama. It said her presence at such an event celebrating military sacrifice and duty would be a slap in the face. As invited veterans who have fought for Queen and country, we deserve a patron who honors loyalty, duty, and service values. Your wife clearly does not possess her willingness to publicly undermine and embarrass the institution so many have given life and limb for is deplorable. She cares nothing for Britain or its people. We fought for a nation and sovereign. She has repeatedly insulted your marriage, has damaged the monarchy, and caused deep pain to Canada and Britain. We will not legitimize such betrayal with our presence. Ouch. No pulling punches from these hardened vets. They went on to call Meghan's claims against royal racism during the Oprah interview an insult to anyone who has faced real discrimination. Overall, an absolutely scathing rebuke that demanded your wife should not darken our doorsteps lest she further tarnish the game's good name and reputation. Sources say the backlash has left Harry trembling with anxiety in his Monteo mansion, frantically calling organizers in a panic to do damage control amidst shouts from the furious princess overhearing the news. But it seems his pleas have fallen on deaf ears here. After much discussion, the Invictus Games Foundation has now announced it fully supports the veterans and agrees not to publicly promote any appearances by Meghan out of respect for their service and perspective, a crushing blow to the Sussexes' failing attempts for a warm return to relevance on their terms. With his wife absent, Harry must now confront these veterans in a humiliating situation, and his refusal to support the event he founded is even more evidence of his unwavering dedication. Now rests only with his contentious spouse over fellow citizens. In any case, this rejection indicates that his authority is rapidly declining, and the military community is unwilling to interact with America's beloved princess in waiting. Watching how this continuing story unfolds as the games get closer will be really interesting. I don't want to be in their pointed stilettos right now, but it appears that Meghan is persona non grata among some of the royal family's most ardent followers in the interim. As always, I appreciate you listening to the M. Keep an eye out for updates.